Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm going to share a little bit what we do, and I'm going to try my best to explain the PDM light. That might be the confusing part, but I'm going to try my best. So here's a bit of the criteria we put up. So fairly classical. We don't need to walk that through in detail, but of course we had functional requirements, we had the technical requirements, and we had more what we call the PM light, but it's more the cost, the viability, etc. So there's different weights on the need of that. And we did a fairly thorough assessment. So here you see the result, and I guess it's fairly obvious why we did select Aras. You see it on the left side. There was a very, very good coverage of all the aspects that we put into this benchmark. You can see that probably one or two of the other solutions could have been a possibility, in particular number 4. So obviously I took away the names, there's no point, but it's fairly likely that that one was a PDM system. So you see the functional coverage is very good. As I said, classical full-blown enterprise PDM system was probably overshooting a little bit what we wanted and needed for this particular PDM light functionality. But you can also see then, as I said, the concern might be that the cost, the complexity, the upgradability of solution number 4 would be too high. So here Aras played out well, and we did select Aras. Just to explain a little bit, it's a bit busy slide. But out of all the functionalities that we sort of have the need for, we see that PDM cover a big portion. We see that the Aras cover a big portion. And we see that the CMS, the documentation management system, they do cover a big portion. So somehow there is a bit of an overlap between the CMS, the PLM word, and what we then nicknamed the PDM light word. So there is a set of functionalities that was not well covered necessarily by the CMS. So there we use Alfresco and other components, or the classical PLM word. And inside Airbus, and I'm going to show you some of the examples, there is a big space for these PDM light applications. We did select it. We did select Aras based on a thorough benchmark study, of course. Today, the needed competence on the supply chain and the infrastructure is fully up and ready. You saw the marketing. We're ready to launch. We do develop and deploy. The feedback is excellent. User feedback is excellent. Good availability, good performance. But also the IT teams are really pleased and happy. They see a very good, flexible and powerful tool to develop applications of various sort. As I stated, we're a bit conservative, a bit cautious, but I do think it's a very positive start on the upgradability. We're going to see the proof of the pudding by the end of the month. What's going to happen then, a word of warning, what's going to happen when we have not one application, but we have 10 applications a year, when we have 50 applications a year. It's scalable, so that's a challenge to the Aras community to, of course, make that happen. What's going to be the next step? Well, we're going to complete the upgradability. We're going to continue to use it. We're going to explore the full potential, as I said, in this rapid prototyping environment to develop similar type of applications. But then, of course, as I stated, we are quite impressed by the business model, by the flexibility. I think it was mentioned by someone, even considering to developing an HR system. And that's a little bit how we see it. I mean, some of the applications that you saw is maybe you don't even connect them to sort of PLM environment or PDM environment. But it's true, for us, the platform goes a bit beyond the classical PLM. It's very flexible, very quick, very dynamic. So we're quite optimistic. We like, in particular, the business model. So far, quite successful journey, only 1 year. We're going to take opportunities. We're going to explore it. And I think there are plenty of opportunities also to make a bit of an in-route into perhaps the more classical PLM platforms or PLM space inside a company like Airbus. But please keep in mind, and I think you appreciate that, we do certify the flying plane, so we take it a bit slowly and surely to make sure we have everything under control, which I do think you appreciate. Thank you.